Hey guys, Crab Shoes again, back playing some more Kerbal Space Program after the horrible events of last time. Early access. So what we're going to do is, this is our ship we had for last time. I'm going to get rid of apparently everything, pretty much, and start again with these fuel tanks. Now I'm curious, because obviously this is just double the capacity, but I wonder if there are actually any other merit to it. No, because the weight works out the same. I mean, that's 4.5 and two of these is 4.5. Anyway. So basically I don't think it's going to make any difference whatsoever. But I've started it, so here we are. Let's put these engines on. Let's bolt all this together. Let's put some wings on it. Hopefully we won't have a repeat of the tragic events of last time. You know what, I'm going to try doing something a bit more. No, I'm not. That's a bad place to put wings. Ah, crap. Ah, crap. Let's get rid of these for now, because I'm going to put these dudes on, like here. So I can put these dudes on. Same as I did last time, you know what I'm doing here. Get one of these on top. Somewhere. Early access. Yeah, that's straight. There's one. There's two. Join them all together. Like so. And like so. And lastly, like so. And then I'm going to put some wings on somewhere, because I really bloody should. Probably matters that this is like a really sloppy joint I've made there, but honestly I can't be bothered fixing it. I'll worry about that when I'm dealing with stuff that's a bit more serious. Anyway, oh, let's put these guys, get some nose cones on them. Right, so you need to be here. That blows, and these guys, yep, okay. So let's see if I can get to the moon again. And this time I'm fucking it up. Well, I didn't fuck it up last time, the game did. Whoa, I forgot to put some struts on. Okay. Good to know. That would have been a bad idea, trying to take off with that. It would have gone horribly wrong. Link this guy to there. No, because I didn't put this on. So easy to forget to do stuff. Clearly. And let's see if that's enough. My concern is with this having this up here and these wings is it might be a case where it might fit through. We'll see. Remember, it's all about exploration. And that's exploration both in terms of like space and engineering. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But still, I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing all the way through this. Go straight up, get to about 70,000 meters. Go horizontal, punch it. See where I get to. Hopefully get back into the moon's gravitational pull again. Which will allow us to unlock some more stuff. And hopefully with some more stuff, I might start thinking about actually landing on the moon. But you know, I don't think we'll get to that point in this video, that might be the next one. But we'll see where we get. Well, okay. I mean, they broke away without breaking anything, so I guess I can't really complain with how that went. fuel up here. And now we play the waiting game. Because you can't warp while accelerated. Yeah, I kind of have to stop myself from humming the Star Trek Next Generation theme every time I play this game. I mean, to be honest, that's not just related to this game, that's true of everything. I hit the wrong button to try and slow it down. Like I was playing Pinball Arcade, not recently, fairly recently, and they have the Star Trek Next Generation pinball table and that, and of course I can do nothing but hum the entire time, just going etc. So good. And I love Star Trek. How do you not love Star Trek? Fuck the original series though. I don't need to see Bill Shatner fucking aliens. Not interested. Give me Picard and ethics and morals and tolerance and metaphysics and all sorts. Anyway, so I've hit a point, accelerating now. As you see, the arc is expanding. You should be fairly familiar with this. I've done it a few times now. Hopefully I have enough juice to get back to within the range of the moon. As always, time will tell. See, I put on different engines this time. They have more thrust, but they might, for all I know, actually use more fuel. I should have probably checked that. Well, I guess we'll find out. Like, if I don't get to the moon's orbit, then it probably means that they do use more fuel, and I should probably switch back. It'll be alright. So, speed time up. See, 120,000, but take a few passes at this and hopefully eventually I'll get around there. Yeah, this game requires some patience in spots. Like, yes, I could have probably timed actually accelerate and stuff better, and I could have, we'll get into that because that's a different exercise. I mean, it's not really necessary when you're trying to land on the moon, but for other planets you have to set up maneuvers and stuff, which, to be honest, I've only really just started learning how to do. So there we go, that's going to get me into moon's orbit. The problem is, though, is the orbit is going to have me in afterwards is escaping the planet. So returning with the information I get might not be straightforward. In fact, it most definitely won't be straightforward. But, well, we'll see how we do. So yeah, this yellow part is when I'm under the moon's gravity, and this pink part is when I've escaped. And I'll be under the sun's gravity then. Wow, this will actually have me landing on the moon, which I don't actually want to do, so I have no way of getting back, or even landing, really. I need to get back on the planet. This might be difficult. In fact, it almost certainly will be difficult. Can I do an EVA and get anything? No, okay, get back in. How would I go about doing this? Because normally, if you're just missing the moon, it's fine. You can just accelerate out of the orbit. But it seems though I'm just destined to land on it. I'm not entirely sure how to get away. I actually don't know how I'm going to try and do this. I'm stumped. Maybe if I do this I can accelerate. Right. That kind of worked. At least that gets us back in the Kerbal orbit, but... Ugh. This is not going to get me back to the planet. This will. Assuming I have enough fuel. Yes. Stop accelerating. Excellent. Right, so. Speed things up. So here we go. Escaping Moon's orbit. When I get to the end of here, there you go, Moon escape. And there we go. Back into Kerbal orbit. I'm going to take this a bit more slowly than I did last time so I don't get screwed by my fucking rockets not launching again. My parachute's breaking, sorry. Because I was thinking about burning off fuel there. Make sure I don't do anything stupid. I'm not. Right, fuel tank's empty. Let's get rid of that. Pop that. Speed things up. This time I won't rush it so much. Because damn it, I want my science. Of course, as I say that, I start hitting the warp button because I am impatient. See, the problem is not this bit, it's when it gets to the point where the parachutes open up fully. It's where it usually dies a death. So here we go again. I said I'd be patient, I'm already warping it. Can't help myself. So what I say is 500 meters when they blow out properly. I could probably find out. No, I can't. But there you go, 500 meters. There they are. So what if I should be able to speed this up now and be alright. Yeah. Well, we got into lunar orbit and returned. I would call that successful. The next step is trying to get there and land on it, which is a fair old way away yet, because I need a lot more power. Because you need to use a lot of fuel just to make sure you land in one piece on the moon rather than in a million, and to actually take off back off the planet again and return. I suppose I don't have to do that first time round. I could always land and use all my fuel when landing, which would be fine, and just transmit all the data. But if you kind of land there, you really just sort of try and get back. You just get more science out of it. No, don't revert flight. Space Center. That would have sucked. So, yeah, recover. So much science. How much you get from a flyby? 12. It's not great, but it's better than nothing. So, now can I get some serious rockets? Yes, I can. Well, that was an easy decision. These are all 9Z? Yeah, okay. So, let's build something monstrous. See just how close I can get. See, this is the engine I like to use to try and land with, so maybe we'll give it a go. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a go. Let's see if I can land. So, I like to use this guy. Let's have a couple of them. You put this one on here. I realise it's not a particularly aerodynamic shape, but it does matter, but I don't have the parts yet to actually address that. Again, this might appear a weird design, but this is kind of just how I've always done it, really, and this is what I find works. It's very finicky, but you can make it work. There we go. See, it's weird to me that landing is under... Oh, it's utility. I thought... Okay. Never mind. So, good thing to always check. If you hit this, you need to make sure that these feet extend past the bottom of your engine, otherwise you've got some real problems. But they do, and so that's cool. See, this is where the problems are going to have, because you get bigger decouplers than this one. And so putting this on here is going to be weird. I'm going to have to put a bunch of struts like, vertically to make sure it doesn't all just fall apart horrendously immediately. Oh shit, I didn't realise. You know what, I didn't realise I actually had the proper double tank. But I do, so I use it. Same thing, just making sure, yeah. So yeah, same principle as all the other rockets, like this will all go away and it's great, but thing is I need to have enough fuel to land with all of this on the moon without using this, well, I can use some of this fuel, but I need this fuel as well to get back off the moon. Which is where the problems begin. Let's put that guy on there. So here's the real deal rockets, but I need to do more than that. Hey, serious engines. So, yeah, see what I mean? Hey, there's this gap here. I need to actually tighten this up because otherwise it's going to be no end of problems. Like it'll all start wobbling around and you don't want that. Oh, I don't like how that is. Can I bolt into these girders? Perfect. Well, I say perfect, it's a bit wonky. But fuck it, it'll do. Let's put another one on. Speed Adventurous. And then I can go for the same principles I've been doing all along. These are going to need extending out because if I just put the rockets on normally, like it's going to interfere with these girders here and the landing struts, which is no good. You don't want that. Oh. Just make sure these are on straight, and they are. Again, this is perfectly likely to be not enough power because like all this fuel in the middle is a lot of weight. But you don't know until you try. I don't like how those struts have gone on. That's very lopsided and ugly and crappy. It's hard to line this stuff up properly. As long as it's close. Ah, that's pretty good. Same again, let's put some wings on. Always useful to have. Yeah, unfortunately the problem I have now is just going to try and put 8 on here, I think. Oh no. Well, that looks horrible. The concern I have is when these explode that it's all just going to tip in and smash into these wings. I could put separatrons on it and stuff, but I kind of can't be bothered. Let me just see if this works as it is. If it works like this, then great, no problem. I didn't check any of this, but it looks okay. Well, let's hope for the best. That's what we're aiming for, this guy. Although by the time we get high enough for it, it's going to be like over there, but, you know, whatever. Just do the same thing I did last time and try and speed time up and hope you fluke into hitting the orbit, hitting the gravity. Right, moment of truth time coming up. When I separate these solid booster rockets, are they going to break off my wings? Seems like they might. No, they didn't. Excellent. So, same again, you know the deal by now. Get a 70, straighten it up, punch it, and see where we get. On a related note to landing on the moon, this heading here is quite important. You need to be at 90 degrees or close enough to it, because that is the same orbit that the moon is on. Makes sense, right? Now, I'm going to have lots of fuel. This actually might be a successful landing, just because I'm still going to have this first batch of tanks. I still have like half of that left just to even line up getting on the moon. Never mind the one I've got pretty much just for the purposes of landing there. Okay, let's speed this up. Close enough. The problem is with all this weight, it's really hard to maneuver. You've got to have a light touch and just know how it's going to try and react, but that's not always straightforward. Anyway, here we go. Yep, that arc's starting to widen. Exactly what you want. So yeah, my hope is that just using what's left in these tanks is kind of enough to even get me to the moon. It probably should be. But hopefully I've got a bit left to actually assist in the landing, so I don't have to use all of that top tank for landing. Of course, I say all this is a lot of fuel to get moving, and so my speed is not increasing quickly as I would like. This is the problem. Like, the longer it takes, the further down you get, and then like it ends up your next this point. Like, internet, will someone tell me how to pronounce this word? Apoapsis, apoapsis, when you get the other one, which is the periapsis, which I'm pretty sure is how you pronounce that one. Like, once I actually create an orbit, like, basically this will spin all the way around, and where I am at such a point is your new periapsis, and it's going to be super low, because I'm getting lower and lower, because it's taking way too long to actually make this orbit. And I am using all my fuel. Curses. I perhaps should have punched it earlier than I did. In fact, I almost certainly should have. Well, okay, this might not be the moon landing episode. In fact, it almost definitely won't be. Because look where I am. Like, altitude's just getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. You know what? We're gonna try this again in the next episode, because this is a design I feel happy about. I just need to actually fly better than I'm doing. So that's gonna do it for this episode. Next time we'll get to the moon. Maybe. Cheers, guys.